Hi everyone. Today, I just played my game on Wednesday, and then I'd like to analyze today. We had not many posts this week. I might cut it down to a lower number. We'll see. We'll talk about it next time. Let's get started. So, I played the Dandenong Chess Club, and then I have a good friend named James. I played in this game. So 1 hour, 1 hour with 10-second increment. Let's see how we played. So I opened with e4, c5, c3, the Alpin. I don't know why the computer says it's even. So d5, the Barman defense. Takes, then knight f3. Just simple development. We don't have to look at much here. But I would actually like to look at c4. You see, the engine doesn't like this move. The main point is, like, we can't, this d4 square is just very, very weak now. You can't really defend this. You probably have to go maybe a b3, then like a bishop b2. Bishop b2, just to help a bit of the d4 square. So then queen d8, just returning. Black is better here, according to the engine. Knight c3, just development. Some moves, and then we start getting our development in. Now, once I castle, knight b4 is played. The engine doesn't like this. Don't ask me why. I think it's thinking about a knight e5. It says knight e5 would be the best move, because after bishop e7, bishop f3, I don't know. It's pretty even. This is pretty weak. Overall, I feel white has a better space, but black has control of these two squares. Very strong. So I played a3, bit better. Takes, rook e1. Pretty much the only move, maybe knight e2, but I don't like how the knight is very cramped on e2, and moving to e1 gives some ideas for some attack. This won't happen in the game, but it's on a separate file. We have bishop e7, knight e5, castles. By this point, white has a slight advantage, but after takes, it's dead even. After queen takes, I play rook e3. This queen has to go back. The point of this queen e7, then knight e2. The point of this move is actually to go for this d5 push, d4 push, and the takes. You have a very good strong center. But engine doesn't like this move. Queen takes, offering queen trade. Then now queen c6. Queen c3, queen d6, queen d4, looking for a repetition and a draw. But no, queen c5, takes. Rook g3, threatening to take this f6 knight. But the saving move would be bishop e7. But what if a knight here? I'm just looking down this line. Rook g5, threatening to take both. Then it says b6, because after takes you have rook d2. You fork these two, so you're supposed to go knight here. Oh no, wait, sorry. Sorry. What's the best move? Bishop d4. after takes its drawn position, even though black has like a very strong, maybe suppose yeah something like this, very strong, but the computer says drawn. So bishop e7 was played. Bishop d4, stopping rook d2 ideas, and a6, a4, and knight h5. Getting rid of this rook. Now the next move was not a very good move. Rook c3. As you can see, the evaluation bar drops. It says knight f4 would have been a very good move, because after takes, it's bishop versus knight. The bishop is better on both sides of the board, as you probably go knight back. It's much better because you have something like this. The rook is penetrating on the second rank. Very bad for white. Doesn't look good. So after rook takes. Wait. Oh yes, it was played. Then I played g3. Then bishop g5 says it gives back. I play the best move in the position, rook d3. And we just have a series of trades. So we just play a few moves. I probably just go f4, just stopping this. Now, most players, including me, would want to take this bishop because this bishop is obviously stronger than this knight, but in this case it isn't, because if takes, which I did play, you can see it's worse. It stops play on the queen side. A possible here. Oh no, you actually should play a5, because if you don't play a5, it's gonna play. Black is actually gonna play. Suppose you play king e3, a5 just stops it, and then if you just continue, white is stopped. It's -3, so a5 would just be slightly better. But then just after here. I thought there was a spike here. You actually not gonna mind, because I was thinking after takes here, then you have here. Wait. Oh shoot, no mind. I'm sorry. Then takes. No, I'm selling today. It's late. Just what am I doing today? Okay, let's just ignore this analysis, because the computer says it's bad after c takes, then c5, king d7, g4, losing badly. This pawn is most likely going to be lost soon. So, sorry, what was I up to? King e3. Then a5 was played. Much worse for white. And James, he played a very accurate game after this. He just dominated using his queenside majority. And look at this play. h6, preventing any stalemate ideas. -16 for white. And you just advance this king. It doesn't matter. So if f5, you suppose you reach the stalemating. So imagine these pawns are off. It most likely would be stalemate. But if you reach the stalemating idea, white has a move to go. The only move white can play if there was the draw. So like black king was f3, the black pawn was on f2, and the white king was f1. You would have to play b4, because if you don't have anything else, and takes Still not stalemate. The pawn can push. Then after a series of pushes, it's checkmate. So this game, it was a very rough game, you could say. Sometimes James had the advantage, sometimes I had the advantage. James played a very good
Tough
game.
break
He
for
played
White, but
90
hey,
accuracy.
learning from losses is key.
But-
Let's dive in.
But I played an AC3, not the best game. We played very good accuracy. His end game was much better than mine. Our mid game was very good.
Right, White's going for e4. Black develops the knight and attacks the center.
Yeah. After C4
This misses an opportunity to prepare a bishop for development.
They said D5 was
that readies the bishop for development.
Best.
Smart.
Yeah, I can understand. The C1 bishop is trapped.
Not the sharpest move. Something spicier was on the table. Black's king isn't castled yet. It might be time to castle.
So it recommends playing bishop e7 because the king is in the middle. Another mistake.
This misses out on the chance. There was only one good move, and that was it. This overlooks an opportunity to win a pawn through a fork.
And it shows that
this basically hands the opponent the chance to win a pawn through a fork. This overlooks an opportunity. Spicy fork.
Bishop here.
Spicy. That pawn was just sitting there waiting to be snatched up. This basically hands the opponent. This overlooks an opportunity to win a pawn through a fork.
Takes is drawn. Did a wrestle.
Looks like they overlooked the chance to move a rook to safety. This permits the opponent to move a knight to a more active position.
It says to activate piece with rook d3. And it shows, it looks like after e5, you're losing a piece. But after rook e3 takes, you take it back because the pawn was pinned.
This move is the only one that works.
Was the best
what a find. That knight is taking center stage and control. This move is an absolute... This misses out on the chance to kick a knight. This gives the opponent the green light to challenge the opposing rook for the open file.
You could actually kick the piece with g5. Or you can just... Why is it showing me the exact same thing?
This misses out on the chance to kick it. This is now threatening to capture a rook and win material after the follow-up trades.
For a bit, you can see...
This overlooks an opportunity to evade the check from the opposing bishop.
Takes, I think, because it actually closes the position. White loses its advantage with the queenside majority.
Big oof, that move is not the one.
And as I said, a5 would probably be the best move.
Not the sharpest move, gotta be honest.
Ideas to go... Something like
easy
this.
Easy peasy recapture.
Never mind. Ignore that happened.
Even Steven trade. Nothing crazy here.
So
what a move. Wow, Black just flipped. Big oof. Missing the only good move is like... Wow, Black just flipped the screen. Big oof, that move is not the one. Oof, that's not the best move.
It's just much worse.
Easy peasy recapture. This is the best move. There was only one good move, and that was it. This move is the only one that works. What a fun. There was only one good move, and that was it. Whoa. Solid move, nothing crazy.
You actually can't play here.
Black just lost their winning advantage.
Because these pawns are hanging. You actually could... Yeah, you play here.
This move is the only one that works.
Like that range or something.
What a move.
It takes... It says to push, because now the king is
This move is the only one that works.
So if it takes push, then they promote to a queen. You just have this pass.
What?
It's
a free queen? You don't see...
it's just winning for white, so...
Careful now, Black.
Yeah. King
Boom!
G7.
Promotion to a queen. This move is the only one that works. What a fun. Boom! Best move. Right here, right now.
So after h6, it's lost. If you know your endgame knowledge, yeah, it's just one. It's just one for Black. So
what? A free queen? You don't see that every day. What just happened?
When you're playing a game, sometimes
this misses an opportunity to prepare a bishop for development.
Like c4, for my opinion. You actually gotta do what your disadvantages are for your position. So after c4, you think, oh, I'm attacking the queen, I gain a tempo. And I'm thinking of maybe a b3, bishop b2, and knight c3 would be really strong. But you don't notice this whole on d4, or b4 for that matter. So, technically not b4 because you have a3, but sometimes you gotta look for that.
Black's king isn't castled yet. It might be time to castle. This overlooks an opportunity to win a pawn through a fork.
You overlook something. Like, it's normal at this level. But
looks like they overlooked the chance to move a rook to safety. This permits the opponent to move a knight to a more active position.
YouTube and like chess.com or like Lichess Chessable, it's players like with 900 rating can play like 2000s if they're playing having a good night. Sometimes you gotta look for like what would you call it? A move that doesn't really present itself as bad until you see what it's played.
This move is an absolute threatening to capture a rook. This move is the only one that works.
Because now once takes,
this move is an absolute banger.
It's just bishop versus knight. It's much better. But
this misses out on the chance to kick a knight.
Back and forth.
This gives the opponent the green light to challenge the. This is now threatening to capture a rook and win material after the follow-up trades.
Yeah, see a few mistakes at the end.
There was something much better. Activate this. This overlooks an opportunity to evade the check. This overlooks an opportunity to evade the check from the opposing. Recapture that piece. Not the best move. There was something much better available.
It's closed. I don't know why there's a question mark on g5, but it's just much worse.
Tough break for white, but hey, learning from losses is key. Let's dive in.
There's no guarantee for a video tomorrow. We'll see if I have time. And thank you for watching.
Not the best move. There was something much better available.